Hello everyone, I'm back again with the final update on the wingsuit 65 frame. So I've been messing around with a few canopy designs, and I did this first. Sits like that. Did this too. I was trying a couple of options, and then I concluded with this one right here, which is basically this if I'm to lay it out straight. So this is a flexible and it's an easily bendable type of plastic. I think it's almost like TPU. It's like between TPU and PVC, but I think it's TPU. And yeah, the problem I had with this design, the canopy would tip over to the sides, like that to the sides when it had no support. So I added these side arms, which are these. This is where the camera goes, and that's the back one, the two sides and the front. And right now it's quite strong. I mean, even when you crash, things stay strong. So your camera goes right in there. Of course, the final version of the canopy will be neat. It will be a neatly crafted canopy, but on the side, this is what it looks like. My board is not an all-in-one board, so I have a VTX, so that's why it looks like there's so much going on. But I can imagine this build with an all-in-one, with a 5-in-1 AIO, so it will look really neat and light. So the quad right now weighs 35 grams. I measured it earlier. It weighs 35 grams, and of course, if you want to go lighter, you would have to change the motors to maybe 11 or 2s, or yeah, a 10 or 2s or lower, and maybe also lighten the carbon fiber to maybe a millimeter, but that will be so thin. And also cut the battery strap and made it thinner. So this prototype, I've been practicing with it way too long, and I'm happy every time I make changes to it. So somebody could ask, how durable is this? In my opinion, with my experience, with my ripping, and trust me, I've crashed a lot. I have crashed a lot, even with this very canopy. I have crashed a lot. I haven't broken the camera, but if you can see, I've broken a few props. Actually broken, and I'm on my last set of props, with all the rigorous testing. What I can say is I am so happy with how this thing flies, especially when I removed the beta FPV canopy, and put this. So I had to also test the placement of the antenna, and the best place to put the antenna was up on top like this, because that's when you get the best signal. On the side here, it was a little more safer, but the signal wasn't that good when I flew farther. But when it's on top, you can actually fly farther. So I usually fly to the end of the block where the Presbyterian church is, and I still have good signal. Even up the hill behind me, when I still have good signal with the antenna up. So I have tested the design, the durability, and this is what I have concluded with. If anybody wants to purchase the wingsuit 75, they'll purchase the wingsuit 75 with a battery strap or a battery holder. It might be white or red. This canopy, which is gonna be red, most likely red or white, and a set of M2 screws, you know, these 20mm ones, the long ones, you know, with a silicone nut, and yeah, to hold up your flight controller or your stack or your double deck stack for, you know, a digital build. So all that will be $25 US. So I'm going to work on the packaging of the product, and I'm going to work on a 3D model of the product that I can put up, you know, on YouTube to show what it looks like, just the frame itself without the camera and all that stuff. And yeah, people will decide. Maybe in the future I will have to also build, you know, a full quad. Like I buy motors myself, get the best flight controller I can get my hands on, because it's all about producing the best quad for the community, and then yeah, put it out there for sale, make it a franchise. So but for now, the frames that I'm going to be putting out with this, like this, is going to be the wingsuit 75 and the butterfly 75. Why do I call this the butterfly 75? Because it's shaped like butterfly wings, you know, and plus that thing that will be in the middle, it really looks like a butterfly when you look at it from above. The wingsuit 75 looks like a wingsuit, looks like somebody in a wingsuit. I mean, if you see it from below, it looks like a wingsuit. Even more like a butterfly, but I don't know. I think I like the wingsuit name better. But anyways, I might still call it the butterfly 75. Or the wingsuit, because this is shaped that way. It might stay the wingsuit and this stays as the butterfly, just for easy identification. So anyways, that's what I'm planning. So I'm going to set up some 3D models for that, for display, for advertisement. You know, I'll make a video for YouTube, and maybe also on the website when I'm done with it and it's up and running. There'll be models up there, and also work on the packaging, you know, like the box in which the items will be sold, and maybe a small instruction manual on helping people how to you know, install this, because it's quite easy. All you just have to do is put it right there like that and bend it to fit the angle. So the angle on this camera is 20 degrees. I actually measured it, it's 20 degrees. So when you're flying, it's not like, if anybody has flown the Air 65, it has no props in view. This has no props in view right now. Actually has no props in view, because you're going to see the video. The Air 65 doesn't have props in view, but the camera angle is so high because it's an X quad and the canopy is far behind here. You know, it's almost here. The camera is almost here, so the the props are right in front of the camera, so the camera is facing up like that, and it's so high, so it's so hard for people to fly it at a low speed. And also for flat flying, this is so easy, because look at this. When you're flying flat, the camera angle is not crazy. It's not like, you know, when you put the quad up, it's not like you're looking up like that. It's very easy to fly indoors. I've been flying it indoors myself. Just not doing indoor flights because yeah, the house has been so busy, and don't want to fly around my wife when she's busy with her stuff. So yeah, plus she doesn't like it, so she doesn't mind it, but recording the house for YouTube and all that, she's not comfortable with that. So but anyways, yeah, the product is ready. The prototype is fully tried and tested. This is how the battery latches in. Place your battery right there like that. Let me put that. Now I have to hold the camera and okay, yeah. So that's what the battery looks like when it's in. That's basically how the drone looks when the battery's in. So I'm gonna make these small for 300 mAh batteries, and then also for the 550 batteries. If anybody wants to fly with a 550 battery, I haven't tested this with a 550, but I know it will be heavier and maybe more strong. But with this, it already flies so well. Now, the flight characteristics of this drone, that is something else to talk about. The drone flies so well. If anybody has flown a 3-inch, if anybody has flown a 3-inch, this is how this drone flies. It is responsive, very responsive, and floaty. So imagine something floaty and very responsive. This is what you have. So it's like you're basically flying a 3-inch with this thing. And I've gotten ideas of building small Cinewhoops. Like if I continue making builds like this, for example, like a 2.5 or a 3-inch Cinewhoop, I think, especially a 2.5 with a digital VTX, I think we can make good Cinewhoops with this kind of style, because you don't need to put your props, you don't need to make it a pusher, sorry, a pusher, a pusher, a puller, because down is a pusher, then, well, they're both basically pushers, but motors under, inverted motors, no, we don't need to do that. We don't need to go through all that crazy stuff. But with this, I see that we can do so much more. Maybe also put arm stands, on the motors. Put pieces of plastic right there, so that when it lands, it's something that somebody could need. I mean, some people love their quads just like their real cars. So and I'm one of those. So but for weight, for the sake of keeping the weight light, those are some of the things that one can keep out. But in the near future, I think, or even in the actual wingsuit frame, it might come with some small stands. There could be like triangle shaped stands right on there. In fact, I'm going to try and design some tomorrow and try to see what they would look like. for the drone to stand. But I think that would be good for a Sino rather than a freestyle quad. A freestyle quad needs to be as light as possible for you to get the best performance. But for now, this quad is so amazing. It is perfect. I will share some footage right now of how it flies. I am totally satisfied and proud. My only worry was the type of canopy I would go for, and glory be to God, I was able to design this, to come up with this final design. It's light and strong. You can't worry about your electronics breaking with this. I mean, see how it falls on the ground. No piece of electronics, it's only the antenna. But hey, why crash your drone? Why not respect your drone and then just crash it into the wall? Respect your drone is like, you respect your car. Nobody's always crashing the car on the highway or in the neighborhood. People drive their cars with respect, so we ought to do the same with the drones. So we can't always keep making this excuse that, this company produces nice drones, but they're not durable. I mean, every drone breaks. The manufacturer can only go too far. So, but with this kind of build, I can assure you, if you have a setup that's lighter than mine, for example, if you have an all-in-one board, you don't need an inbuilt VTX right there, and imagine all that space is empty in there, and all you have is a camera. This camera is very safe where it is. Look at that, it's hidden. This is the VTX, not the camera. So the camera is so hidden right there, it's so hidden right there, like you can't see it from the front, you can't access it on the side. So yeah, I mean, this is the best I can come up with for now. When it comes to the O4 and other cameras, trust me, I have ideas for those too. And yeah, I'm also going to look forward to try and build something digital. And digital, I'll go all the way to the O4 air unit. Even with that big camera, I'll find a way to mount it, but I'm going to follow the same. So this frame, basically the same frame, is going to be my signature frame. When it comes to people who want to get something cinematic and also freestyle, maybe also long range, this frame is going to be explored. And I'm going to provide this frame in various sizes up to 3 inches. 3 inch, 3.5 inch is going to be the biggest that I'll provide. So imagine from 75, 2.5, 3 inch, and 3.5. Then this also, I'll provide this in 75, 2.5, 3 inches, and 3.5. Please let me know if these are things that you'd be interested, if you would spend your money on such a frame. That will be encouragement, and I already have some people that are interested, looking forward to seeing how these things perform. And I really want to thank you for the support, those of you that are already interested. But I want to specialize in tiny whoops. Oh, the other thing that I haven't spoken about is the noise test. I wish I had equipment to test noise, but this thing is silent. Think of the most silent tiny whoop you've flown, and this comes nowhere to that noise. It's really silent. I fly this thing in the neighborhood, on the street across, if you see in the video, and those people, rather than complaining, they are actually happy to see the drone. In fact, sometimes I fly there when they are studying, and they're not even phased. They've never complained. The only problem that you might have flying this around people is these props will definitely cut and cause some bruises. So you to fly around, people really need to be either far, high. You have to be careful with your maneuvers. So, but other than that, this is a very perfect drone. Silent, flies good. I mean, and it's lots and lots of fun. I haven't flown my Meteor 65. The thing is there. It's like, I think it will become a family heirloom at some point, because right now it's just there. I'm not flying it. It's not useless. It's a great quad, but it's not as fun as this. This thing floats. It dives so good. The fetches, when you're fetching it in a dive, it's just so smooth. And yeah, and now that I got whole gimbals, it's a whole different experience. So yeah, the video is too long. Let me just share the flight footage that I did today. It had just finished raining, and yeah, I went out and tested it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Is this something that you might be interested in? I'm going to try and design the vision of how the packaging will look for this quad, and yeah, I'll share a video on YouTube, and I'll be waiting to hear some of your thoughts. So thank you and take care.
Changes in my life, I won't leave you behind. Changes in my life, you will see in time. Changes in my life, you're always on my mind. Changes in my life, oh, I got you by my side.
a meeting like this. You and me in clubs, on beaches, loft spaces after dark, in my car. Where did the time go?